As always, happy with any win. Very, very pleased with our first half. I thought our first half was a really, really good 20 minutes of basketball, especially defensively, to hold a team to 20 points. When we reconvene, I'm going to have to get an explanation of how we gave up 56. But you guys saw what happened in the first game. Like when Butler went out, it changed the game. It changed the game. We struggled with that. Obviously, the miscues on Fire, which we call Fire, fouling up three. The miscues on that, difficult for me to explain right now. But we found a way to win the game. It got into overtime. These guys could have collapsed. I thought they showed some real fortitude, some mental toughness to compete the way that they did in overtime and come up with a win. So found a way to win. It's February 15th. Take the win, move on to Tuesday.
Coach, you just kind of said that this team found a way to win again, kind of like the last game. 2 consecutive games of doing that. What does that say about the mindset of the team right now?
I mean, there's something to that, man. I mean, you either find ways to win, you find ways to lose. We tried to invent some ways to lose today, but we found a way to win. You got to take it and move on. You got veteran guys, 6-year guys. I just talked to them, tried to figure it out, but they found a way to win. And instead of collapsing and folding in that situation, we got to the line 50 times. You got to convert, shooting under 70%. But our first 20 minutes, man, was really good. I mean, really good. The rest of that was not, but we won the game.
Yeah. Ethan, the last time I think I talked to you in here, it was a kind of a different attitude. I was kind of upset with the losses. What have you seen from this team right now that's got you for your first 3 consecutive wins since 2024?
We're just more focused on the defensive end, and we're trying to continue to improve our communication. We've been scoring the ball great all year, so it's never been about offense. Defensively is where we've been stepping up. So.
He kind of talked about offense, Wanzi, tonight. You went off at 24 points. Kind of what was working for you?
Like I said, I'll be enough a couple games before, but my teammates, they got my back and they started finding me some wide open shots. So they got me going early in the game. So, yeah.
His mom and dad are in town, so they came in from Argentina to watch this 3-game homestand. So, when you're a young kid competing and you haven't seen your parents in months, and they show up to watch you play, like you probably put a little extra pressure on yourself, right? I thought today he played much more comfortable. He let the game come to him, and I think it showed in how he performed. I met him yesterday. I mean, I've been coaching this dude for months, and I met his parents for the first time. They speak zero English, so they're in my office. He was the translator, so who knows what the hell he was saying back and forth, right? But it was whatever he was communicating to them, and then relaying to me. It was a very pleasant conversation. It was really cool to interact with him and see that, and very happy for him to perform the way he did in front of them.
Yeah, Wanzi, I'll kind of ask that to you. What's that like, being able to put up that number with your parents in town?
No, yeah. Like a coach said, like maybe just put a little pressure on myself when I see them in the stands, but just trying to win, trying to make them happy, and just letting them enjoy the game and just do my best.
Yeah. I know, Coach, we talked about one point about effort on this team. I feel like the last 2 games, guys are jumping for loose balls, doing things we didn't see for a while. What have you guys changed to see that?
Yeah, I mean, they we haven't changed anything. We've been bound. Like that first 20 minutes of defense was really good for this team. I mean, there was a lot of activity. Guys were moving, or I thought position-wise, we were out of position a couple times, and they just weren't able to take advantage of it. We covered it up with effort. Just very pleased with that first 20 minutes of defense. We didn't shoot it particularly well. We didn't share the ball the way that we needed to. And you got to give them credit, man. They could have shut it down at halftime, and they didn't. And we just kept feeding into it the second half with some mistakes that you just can't make if you're going to be a good team. But again, February 15th, you found a way to win a conference game. We'll learn from it and move on.
Yeah, to the players, I know the last time you faced these guys, it wasn't a result you liked. Was that motivation coming into today?
For sure. We were saying all week they took a piece of our season, and they did. Chose the wrong week to have a bad week. But it's over. Like Coach said, we got the win tonight, so it's good to split this season. But they definitely a revengeful feeling to have before the game.
Yeah, we're more excited to play them back because the way we play there, we feel like we put the best effort. So get this win, I think it's good for us.
My last few things. Ethan, I know we've talked about leadership on this team before. I talked to Coach about it after last game. From your standpoint, have you seen guys step up to that leadership area?
Yeah, I think so. Me personally, just trying to communicate more, like I was saying earlier, and then just making sure I'm coming to practice every day with the right mindset, so I can help the guys have the right mindset. It's kind of hard to tell guys what to do if you're all over the place mentally. So I think the last two and a half months, I've done a good job with my mind, and that's helped me be a better leader.
And then, Coach, kind of last thing. I know you guys have Toledo and Akron, 2 games your next 3 games, 2 of the best teams in the MAC. Do you think if this team sustains what you guys had in the first half, this is a team that can beat anybody in this conference?
I think it's difficult to say. I like our team. I like how we've improved throughout the year. I really liked them the first 20 minutes of the game, and it just shows it's there. Like it's there, and I hope that they see that. And it's just we weren't able to put 2 halves together, and even with Butler getting hurt and them going to a different lineup, you can continue to do things where you don't get in those positions where you get back to a tie game. And again, I'm just proud of what they did in overtime, figuring it out. And but I think this team can accomplish everything that they want to set out to accomplish. But you got to get to Cleveland and give yourselves a chance. But I think they have what it takes. We just haven't been able to put a complete 40 minutes together. We got to be a more complete basketball team, and as far as our consistency with the level of play that we're capable of playing.
How do you go about that?
I just keep grinding them every day. It's the only way I know how, man. It's whether I would work for Brad Stevens, I work for Mick Cronin, I work for Chris Holtman. You show up and you work and you grind it every day. And what these guys I'm not giving in. I believe in them too much. I think they got too much ability. I think they have everything they need to accomplish everything that they've set out to do. Right? I'm not giving in. The minute I give in, right, I walk away. Then I don't have it. Right? But I'm not giving in because these guys are giving it to us. They just got to be a little bit more consistent in how we go about it. So we'll get back and attack and try to prepare as well as we can for Toledo.
Good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.